General Aguinaldo has become a household word the world over. A great general, great statesman, and a great man.
Emilio Aguinaldo was a Filipino leader and a politician who fought first against Spain and later against the United States for the independence of the Philippines. Emilio Aguinaldo was born on March 23, 1869 in Kawit, Cavite. His father was born mayor of Kawit who came from a wealthy and a very influential family. His mother on the other hand was Trinidad Fami Y. Valero from Noveleta, Cavite, who also came from a similarly positioned kind of family. Emilio Aguinaldo studied in Manila for his higher education. Aguinaldo spent his next few years as a trader until he was elected as a captain municipal of mayor of Kawit in 1895. Aguinaldo married Hilaria del Rosario in 1896. They had 6 children before she died in 1921. He died in Quezon City on February 6, 1964.
Emilio Aguinaldo, a revolutionary leader from a local elite background, played a significant role in the Philippines' independence campaign from American colonial rule. He declared Philippine independence and was elected the nation's first president, becoming the first prime minister due to socio-economic advancement. However, due to American participation, this independence was only temporary. During the Philippine-American War, 1899-1902, Aguinaldo's standing in power declined as fighting intensified. The American military's overwhelming military might over Filipino soldiers led to his capture in 1901. Aguinaldo's social status changed from a revolutionary leader to the president of an independent Philippines, but his authority declined quickly during the war as American colonial rule was established effectively, ending the Philippine Republic and Aguinaldo's rule. Emilio Aguinaldo and other Filipino leaders fought against the American administration due to disillusionment with American intentions, a desire for independence, competing interests, and military conflicts. Filipinos believed the U.S. would support their fight for independence after defeating Spain in the Spanish-American War. The Americans saw the takeover of the Philippines as opportunity to continue their fight for national sovereignty and self-determination. Filipinos' ambition for independence frustrated with American economic and political interests, particularly the desire to have a foothold in Asia and access to its resources. Aguinaldo declared Philippine independence in 1898, hoping the U.S. would back the right to self-government. Tensions increased until the Philippine-American War broke out in 1899, when armed conflicts broke out between American troops and Filipino revolutionaries. The U.S. government did not recognize this declaration, causing a growing rift between Filipino and American forces. The struggle against the American government was fueled by a combination of disillusionment, a desire for independence, competing interests, and military conflicts. Emilio Aguinaldo and the Philippine Army employed various tactics during the Philippine-American War 1899-1901. Guerrilla warfare was used to counter the large American forces which struggled to maintain control over the archipelago due to attacks, ambushes, and raids. Aguinaldo's men established defensive positions in key areas and recognized Filipino society to oppose the American occupation. He appealed to regional faction and leaders for assistance. Filipino leaders including Aguinaldo sought international recognition of their independence through diplomacy. Collaboration with local allies was optional form, but these were rarely effective. Aguinaldo's government in exile to continue to issue, proclaim, and spread propaganda to maintain Filipino moral and international support. The war took a toll on Filipino forces, and Aguinaldo was eventually captured by American troops in 1901.
On February 6, 1964, Emilio Aguinaldo, a significant figure in Philippine history and the former President of the Philippines, passed away at the age of 94. He died of heart failure, was the reason Aguinaldo's demise. He had a long life and interesting life, leading Philippines in its fight for independence from Spanish colonial power and subsequently fighting against American colonial rule. During the Philippine-American War, his death marked the conclusion of a long and active life. Aguinaldo's legacy is a crucial aspect of Philippine history because of his crucial contribution to the country's struggle for independence. Emilio Aguinaldo is widely regarded as a hero by Filipinos due to his role in the fight for independence from Spanish colonial rule and his early efforts to form the first Philippine Republic. His heroic actions include the proclamation of Philippine independence on June 12, 1898, and his leadership during the Philippine Revolution against the Spanish colonial control. Some Filipinos also consider his resistance to American colonial rule during the Philippine and American War between 1899 and 1902 as an act of heroism as it demonstrates his dedication to the Filipino independence. Aguinaldo's role forming the early identity of the Filipino nation is acknowledged and celebrated, and his dedication to independence is reflected in his life. However, his legacy is not without controversy in certain aspects of his leadership or choices, such as his alliance with Japanese during World War II, drawing criticism from some Filipinos. Despite these differences, many Filipinos value Aguinaldo's heroic deeds, and debates about his bravery can be influenced by personal opinion and historical interpretations.
Only if the president listens.
Emilio Aguinaldo's social status transformed from a local elite and municipal official before the revolution of the leader of the Philippine Revolution of the Philippine first president. During the early stages of the revolution, his status declined as the Philippine-American War unfolded, leading to his first capture and the eventual American colonization of the Philippines.
Emilio Aguinaldo, a Filipino revolutionary leader, engaged in a war against both the American and Spanish governments for several reasons. One key reason was the desire for Philippine independence. Aguinaldo and other Filipino nationalists sought to break free from Spanish colonial rule and establish an independent nation. Okay na.
Emilio Aguinaldo initially fought for the Philippines' independence against the Spanish. His fight shifted to oppose American colonization when it became clear that the U.S. did not intend to grant immediate independence to the Philippines.
Does the Filipino people value Emilio Aguinaldo on his act of heroism? Some Filipinos view him as a hero for his contribution to the independence movement, while others criticize his actions, particularly his role in the Philippine-American War and his collaboration with the United States after the Spanish-American War. Some people recognize that historical figures like Aguinaldo are often seen through different lenses and perspectives on their heroism. It can be influenced by political, cultural, or historical factors.